Howdy y'all, I'm TJ with Bear Gaming, and this is everything you need to know about the classes in 7 Days to Die, Darkness Falls. Darkness Falls is an overhaul mod made by Kane, and it changes several systems and assets in the game. One of the first changes you will encounter is the class system. It is similar to the attribute system of the base game, but breaks up the skill point allocation and progression into specific categories. These classes allow the player to unlock unique skills, recipes, and perks, but there are a few quests that must be performed to unlock these benefits. The classes consist of Farmer, Hunter, Laborer, Mechanic, Scientist, Security, Survivalist, and finally, Technology, which is a unique class. Let's start with the Farmer. The Farmer is one of the best classes in the early game. It has easy quest tasks, provides a lot of food and water recipes, and even focuses on the shotgun for its weapon, one of the best firearms in the game. The attributes for the Farmer are Get Off My Land, Living Off the Land, and Sous Chef. Get Off My Land is the attribute for shotguns and helps shotguns ignore armor, allows you to run faster while holding one, increases shotgun range, and increases the dismemberment chances. Living Off the Land is the attribute for farming. It allows the player to learn seed and farm tool specific recipes, increases player plant harvest, and improves the effectiveness of the farming hoe, a tool needed to plant without farm plots. Sous Chef is the attribute for cooking and grants numerous food and drink recipes as you invest in the skill. Better food and drink means better health, stamina, and even a few boosts. The Farmer questline goes like this. Quest 1, you must gather 8 goldenrod, 6 yucca fruit, 2 goldenrod seeds, and 2 yucca seeds. This will grant you a cowboy hat, t-shirt, denim pants, cowboy boots, and 75 XP. Quest 2, you must gather 16 wood, 100 nitrate, 40 rotting flesh, and 400 clay soil, and will grant 2 clean water, 2 beef rations, 1 living off the land perk, and 75 XP. Next, you'll gather 4 farm plots, place 2 yucca seeds, place 2 goldenrod seeds, and in return, you will receive 2 first aid bandages, 1 sous chef perk, and 75 XP. Quest number 4 requires you to gather 8 chrysanthemum, 16 apples, 2 apple seeds, 2 chrysanthemum seeds, and 4 animal feed. This will grant you 75 XP. The final quest, you must gather 1 animal snare, 1 chicken coop, place the animal snare and place the chicken coop to receive a sous chef perk, 75 XP, the Farmer class reward, which is a pipe shotgun, 50 shotgun shells, and a mortar and pestle. This will also unlock level 2, which will increase crafting tier by 10 for shotguns and hoes. These quests can easily be completed in the first day, leaving time to find a base, to clear, and the trader's location. After the player reaches level 40 and has 10 points to invest, they can unlock the mastery skill for a class. If you have 600 bundle of skill notes and a writing desk, you can craft the mastery book without the points. Yet another way is to purchase it at a trader. Just be warned, it will be expensive, about 100,000 dukes, and your trader faction will need to be high enough, otherwise they won't offer it, approximately level 30. With farming mastery, the player gets the recipe for grow lights, modified plant seeds to allow you to grow underground, Grandpa's secret recipes, and increases the crafting tier by 10 for shotguns and garden hose. Next class is Hunter, and another great choice for the starting survivor. With a focus on rifles and stealth, this class can deal great amounts of damage and keep meat on the table. With the attributes Stealth Assassin, the Huntsman, and Threat Assessment, the survivor will be able to increase sneak damage, sneak better, harvest more meat, and know where the zombies are before they're aware of you. Stealth Assassin is the attribute for sneaking and grants improved sneak speed, extra damage, and makes the player harder to detect. The Huntsman is the attribute for rifles and hunting equipment and grants the player increased animal harvest and hunting weapon recipes. Threat Assessment is another attribute for rifles and zombie detection and increases headshot damage for rifles and allows the player to track zombies' locations. The Hunter questline may be the easiest to complete of all the classes, and it goes like this. You must gather 10 wood, 3 plant fiber, 1 feather, 1 small stone, and craft the primitive bow and craft stone arrow. This will grant you t-shirt, denim pants, worn boots, and a cowboy hat, and some XP. Then you must kill 5 zombies. This will give you 2 boiled water, 2 chicken rations, 1 huntsman perk, and 75 XP. Next, gather 5 bone and craft a bone knife for 2 first aid bandages and 75 XP. After this, you have to kill 5 animals and gather 10 raw meat. This will give you the scrap machete, 1 huntsman perk, and plus 3 to leather armor perk, plus 75 XP. The final quest requires you to gather 25 cloth, 50 plant fiber, craft padded boots, gloves, hood, chest armor, and leg armor. This will give you 1 shadow perk, 75 XP, and the hunter class reward, which is a hunting rifle, a silencer mod, and about 100 rounds of 7.62 ammo. After this, level 2 is unlocked, increasing crafting tier by 10 for rifles, gain the ability to track animals while crouched. With Hunter Mastery, the survivor gains access to the extended mag mod, sniper rifle, ghillie suit, titanium knife recipes, increases the range and duration of your tracking ability, and increases the crafting tier by 10 for rifles and stealth armor. The laborer class is a bit harder when starting out. It does not support a weapon, but instead augments tools. If you are into crafting, then laborer is for you with the attributes advanced engineering, hammer and forge, and well maintained. This class is extremely strong in the mid and late game. The questline is of moderate difficulty due to the resource requirements to complete. Advanced Engineering is the attribute for crafting and reduces crafting time, grants trap kill XP, and a lot of electrical recipes. Hammer and Forge is the attribute for forges and metals. It allows the player to make the forges and various refined metals like steel. Well Maintained is an attribute for tools and weapons, and slows the degradation of tools and weapons. The laborer questline can be time-consuming due to the extensive resources required to complete it, including 200 wood for quest 1, giving you a t-shirt, denim pants, worn boots, and a mining helmet with some XP. 100 building blocks, and you must place these 100 building blocks for 2 boiled water, 2 beef rations, 1 hammer and forge perk, and XP. Then you must gather 200 iron, 20 leather, 40 wood, and craft a scrap iron pickaxe and iron fire axe for 2 first aid bandages and 75 XP. Quest 4, you must gather 20 small stone, 60 clay, 10 leather, 3 duct tape, and 3 short iron pipes for 1 hammer and forge perk and 75 XP. And the final quest line is to gather 1 forge and place it. This will grant you a skill point, 75 XP, and the nail gun. Once completed, you have access to level 2 Laborer, which increases crafting tier by 10 for tools, unlocks the nail gun recipe, and increases harvest count with mining tools by 25%. With Laborer Mastery, the survivor gains access to titanium frame recipes for building, titanium tools and trap recipes, increased crafting tier of tools by 10, and increased harvest count with mining tools by 25. You're going to need those titanium frame recipes for later. The mechanic class is fantastic mid and late game. It provides support for robotic and automatic firearms. It also allows the player to craft several vehicles outside of the vanilla game. The questline is hard due to resource requirements to complete it, and the mechanic class has these attributes. Salvage operation is for tearing stuff apart for parts and increases the speed and the amount of salvage harvest and teaches you the salvage tool recipes. Grease Monkey is the attribute for vehicles and unlocks vehicle recipes and the related recipes like gas cans and batteries. Robotics Inventor is an attribute for robotic turrets and improves robotic crafting tier, damage, rate of fire, ammo capacity, and range for the robots. The mechanic questline is the hardest to complete because it requires several hard-to-acquire resources. RNG is a large part of getting these items that are required to complete it, including 2 plant fiber, wood, sharp rock to craft 1 stone axe for level 1, 300 gas and 40 iron for level 2, which will give you the wrench and a salvage operation perk, a car battery, a headlight, and an engine for level 3, which will give you 2 first aid bandages and 1 Grease Monkey perk, 20 mechanical and 20 electrical parts for level 4, which will give you 1 clean water and 2 chicken rations, and at level 5 you must gather 40 forged iron, 10 scrap polymers, 1 oil, 10 duct tape, and 10 springs, giving you 1 robotic inventor perk, one mechanic class reward, which is the pipe machine gun, and 100 rounds of 7.62. This will also give you increased crafting tier by 10 for clubs, sledges, salvaging tools, SMGs, robotic turrets, and junk turrets. With Mechanic Mastery, the survivor gains access to oil pump, SMG, titanium club, titanium sledgehammer, car batteries, engines, gyrocopters, box truck, buggy, Humvee, stallion, and marauder recipes. The Scientist class is strong from early to late game. Scientists focus on medicinal items, bladed weapons, batons, and explosives. The Scientist class has a moderately difficult questline because a few resources are hard to find in the starting biome. Some travel may be necessary. Scientists have these attributes. Demolition Expert is the attribute for blowing stuff apart. It grants more explosive damage, faster reload and aim of rocket launcher, increased stun and dismemberment chances for explosives. It also unlocks grenade recipes and increases the player explosion damage resistance. Yeah, Science is the attribute for chemistry in all its forms and supports the batons. It grants several recipes and increases baton damage. Physician is an attribute for meds and drugs. It decreases the negative side effects of drug use and increases effectiveness. It also unlocks some boosts in meds. The Scientist questline requires RNG to be on your side, or you need to start running to the desert biome because it requires some unique items further in the questline, including for level 1, 2 cloth, 4 plant fibers, 2 wood, and must craft a splint. This will give you a set of clothes and some XP. Next is 16 aloe vera leaf, which will give you 1 physician perk. You must craft, for level 3, 4 cloth fragments and 2 bandages. For some chicken, water, 1 Science perk and XP. For level 4, 4 cloth fragments, 2 aloe cream, and craft 2 first aid bandages for a scrap machete, some XP. And for the final one, you must gather 2 painkillers and 1 jar of honey. You will be given 1 physician perk, 75 XP, and a crowbar. With Scientist Mastery, the survivor gains access to the plasma baton, titanium hunting knife and machete, healing items, anti-rad meds, crowbar, and the military tablet recipes. It also increases the stun chance on stun batons and increases the crafting tier by 10 for the bladed weapons and spears, batons, crowbars, flamethrowers, rocket launcher, and the robotic drone. The Security class is also good from early to late game. Security types focus on automatic weapons, all melee weapons, and armor. The Security class is a very easy questline that can be completed early in your first day. The Security class has these attributes. Flurry of Blows is an attribute for all melee weapons and increases attack speed. Pain Tolerance reduces the chance to get stunned and fatigued. It also reduces HP loss. Armor Specialist is an attribute for armor. Makes sense, right? It decreases the mobility penalty and stamina regen penalty from armor. The Security questline is very easy and gives the player a firearm and skills early, including the Army Shirt, Pants, Worn Boots, and a Ball Cap for completing questline 1 by gathering 6 wood and crafting a wooden club. Quest 2 is to kill 5 zombies. In return, you'll get boiled water, chicken ration, 2 first aid bandages, 1 pain tolerance perk. Quest 3 requires you to gather 6 iron, 2 leather, and craft the knuckle wraps. This will give you a pipe pistol, 100 rounds of 9mm ammo, and XP. Quest 4 requires you to kill 5 zombies, granting you 1 Flurry of Blows perk, and some XP. And the final quest is to gather 6 small stone, 3 plant fiber, 3 wood, and craft a stone spear. This will give you 1 skill point, 1 pain tolerance perk, 1 security class reward, which is 2 muffled connectors, 2 armor plating mods, and 2 improved fitting mods. With Security Mastery, the survivor gains access to the advanced tactical rigging, titanium club, and advanced brass catcher recipes. It also increases the crafting tier by 10 for automatic weapons and armor, excluding the power armor. The Survivalist class is a strong first option with attributes that are useful from early to late game. It focuses on the pistols and bows for weapons. For anyone running quests and using the Trader, the Survivalist is almost required. The questline is among the easiest to complete, and Survivalists have the following attributes. The Survivor is for disease resistance and thermal regulation. At higher tiers, it can also give a chance every minute to shrug off illness. Charismatic nature supports the Trader by giving better deals when buying and selling, increased dukes for quests, and increases the Trader stage to improve items. Wasteland treasures will help looters. increasing loot bonus for better items, and increasing the amount of loot found for specific classes of items. The Survivalist questline is easy, but the rewards are minor. It includes a set of clothes and XP after gathering 20 wood, 3 plant fibers, 2 feathers, 2 small stone, crafting the wooden club, the primitive bow, and 2 stone arrows. Quest 2 is to gather 5 bone and craft a bone knife, giving you murky water, 10 raw meat, 2 large beef rations, and 3 leather armor perks. Quest 3 is to gather 2 bowls of water and craft 2 charred meat, giving you 2 bandages, 2 painkillers, and a skill point, plus some XP. Quest line 4 is to gather 25 cloth fragments, 50 plant fibers, and craft a set of padded armor, giving you 75 XP. And then the final quest, you must craft scrap iron fire axe and scrap iron pickaxe, and only giving 75 XP. The Survivalist Mastery grants several massive recipes, like Large Backpack Recipe, Mega Crush, Signal Flare, Survival Torch, Biofuel, Gas Can, Gunpowder Bundles, Titanium Crossbow and Bolts, increases crafting tier by 10 for all pistols, knuckles, and bows, but not the SMG. The final class is the Technology class, and is the only one that cannot be selected at the start of the game. To access Technology class, the player must be level 80 and collect 10 special items called Research Notes. These Research Notes can be turned into the Futures Now book at a writing desk. Research Notes are usually found in Darkness Falls related POIs, and as a drop from Darkness Falls specific zombies, hazmat zombies, and other high level zombies and demons. Technology class is a must for the late game as it grants high-tech tools and weapons, and the bonuses required to deal with boss demons. There is 1 main skill for technology and 2 sets of boosts. Just be warned that only 1 set of boosts can be selected, the other will be locked. Future Technology attribute unlocks the Laser Multi-Tool, Laser Workbench, Fusion Forge, and other critical resources for tech crafting. It also increases the crafting tier for the laser tools and weapons. There are 2 requirements to unlock at each level, a minimum level required, and an increasing amount of skill points needed. Here's the breakdown. Technology Crafting 1 requires player level 80 and reading the Futures Now book. This increases crafting tier to 11 for Future Technology. It also unlocks recipes for the Laser Multi-Tool, Workbench, Fusion Forge, Laser Battery Mod, Energy Cell, and Enriched Uranium. Technology 2 requires player level 95 and 2 skill points. Increases crafting tier for 21 for Future Tech. Also adds the Laser Sword, Power Hammer, Plasma Axe, Laser Spear, and Power Fist recipes. Technology Crafting 3 raises crafting tier for 30 to 31 for Future Tech. Unlocks recipes for the nanites, all 2 tech boost perks, and all 2 bio boost perks, and unlocks the pulse grenade, pulse rocket, pulse mine, laser pistol, sniper rifle, arc gun, and associated gun part recipes. It also unlocks the pulse arrows and bolts for the the compound crossbow and titanium bow, requires player level 110 and 3 skill points. Technology Crafting 4 requires player level 125 and 4 skill points, boosting crafting tier to 41, and adding laser carbine, laser shotgun, and associated parts, as well as thermal cooling mod for the laser weapons and the laser shotgun turret recipes. Final Technology Crafting level 5 increases crafting tier to 51 for Future Tech, unlocks recipes for the power armor, overcharged energy cell laser carbine turret, and molecular reconstructor repair kits, but requires player level 140 and 5 skill points. Now is the time to make a tough choice. The next 2 skills are mutually exclusive, biological boosts and technology boosts. Once you have invested in biological, you can't select technological boosts. Once technological is selected, then no bio. We'll start with biological. Biological boosts require demonic essence, which are gained from the destruction of demon portals or killing demons and getting dropped loot bags. With demonic essence, you can craft the transhuman shot and accelerated healing shots once you reach technology crafting tier 3. The transhuman shots focus on increased block damage, harvest amount, melee weapon damage, and dismemberment chances. Accelerated healing shots allow the player to regenerate health, heal broken bones, and stop bleeding. Technological boosts require nanites, which can be looted either by dropped bags from zombies or higher tier POIs. These are used to craft the physical conditioning shot and gotta go fast shot at technology crafting tier 3. Physical conditioning shots increase physical damage resistance, wellness, thereby increasing HP, stamina regen rate, and heat and cold resistance.
Gotta Go Fast shots increase run, walk speed, mobility, stamina regen, and attack speed of melee weapons, but not tools. Technology class is a big investment in skill points and takes a lot of time to gather the necessary resources, but the benefits are massive. These are the classes in Darkness Falls. Where you start is largely a personal choice, but it's best to focus on a few at the beginning and then strive to get them all. Technology class is late game and will be necessary as you get into the wasteland biome. Hope you found this helpful, and feel free to comment on any insights you may have on this subject. Here's a video to get you started in Darkness Falls. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and if you have, thanks, I appreciate it. Don't forget, we have a new membership package. So we have 2 levels. We have bear cubs and we have grizzly bears, each with their own little offering. Go ahead and click that join button if you want to check out see what that is. Until next time, laters.